What is going on, guys? It's a Jam BA, and welcome back for another video. So today we have an interesting topic today, which is, does Magic the Gathering have too many products? Yeah, so interesting question, right? Since they started pumping those booster fun, they have booster box, set booster box, collectors, they got commander decks, they even have jumpstart, they have the bundle, which were the fat packs before. So does it make sense? Does it make sense to have that much product? So I started browsing, researching, and I started asking myself, why? Why do we have that much product? So, first thing that came to my mind, first thing that you know, I thought of is like, well, I know Wotc. Wotc is a $1 billion company, and I don't have a $1 billion company. So it has to make sense. It has to make sense. Why do they do it? I mean, they have all this, you know, great talent in their company, so it has to make sense. And, the first thing that came to my mind is definitely growth. Growth, because I think they're trying to catch up with like the um, new stuff that's coming out, like there's a lot of card company, other TCGs that's coming out some like really great stuff, flesh and blood, MetaZoo. There's other card games as well, and so having only one booster box, I don't think they're gonna catch up, or like the growth would be just stagnant. So that's the first thing I thought of. What is up, MF Doom? Super fast. Way too many, in my opinion. Seems like they are losing, at least stock wise. Yeah, so we'll get to that even more. So, like I said, I think the reason why it makes sense is because they're trying to catch up, and having only one booster, um, they're never gonna grow, and the only way to have another 10, 50, 100 years of this game, our favorite game, is they need to come up with something, and that's one thing would be have one box and then just expand. So it's just normal. So you have one box that is working, and then you have to expand, and that's why they did that, because they cannot fit. So the second part would be, they can't fit all the variants in one box, right? So you have extended, you have serialized. They're coming up with different style, different foiling, and they can't put everything in one box. So that's why they came up with the set boosters, and they came up with the collectors. So the set boosters that has like the mystery booster cards, the what else, like some of the cards from the collectors you can get from set boosters, and then like the art cards as well, and then the collectors, they basically has like the everything. If you're a massive collector of Magic, you'll get like the best of the best in the collector box. So it makes sense why they did it, because like I said, if you only have one booster box, you can't fit everything in that SKU. So it makes sense they expand the boxes, they spread it out, so that there's more products to pump. It's not really like more supply, but it's just like I said, they can't put every single card, every single variant in one box. So they had to like separate it. What is up? Super fast. I feel like they should put list cards in the draft boxes and stop with the set boxes. just collector and draft boxes. So I think so. We're gonna get to the third part, which is each product has it's targeting different customers, right? It's targeting different customers. Like the boosters, OG. The boosters are the OG. You can get the cards. You can draft it. But I don't know if you guys notice. I feel like the draft booster boxes, it's kind of like not the same as like before. They tend to like really put more value on the set boosters. If you really want to get value of the set, I think the set boosters has the more value on the set. Now the booster box, it still has some value in it, but they kind of tone it down to where it's like if you want to enjoy and draft the set, draft boosters. If you want to draft the set, then you go with the draft boosters. Now, like I said, on the set boosters, this is where what you call this? This is my favorite. It's the set boosters because you can get the most value at a low entry point, price entry point, because it's like what 100, 120, something like that for the set boosters, depending on if it's like a standard set. I know if it's like a master set or modern horizons, it's a little bit more, but you get, man, the value in set boosters. It makes sense. So this is like if you want to crack packs and just like average out, do a mass box opening, I think set boosters is gonna be the box for you. And then the collectors, I think that's like the top of the line on their SKU, because it's like if you want to just ball out and get the full art, the retro foils, if you really want to collect these cards, I mean, these cards are selling. It's not like Wotc knows they have the numbers. So if the boxes, if the cards are selling, if the singles are selling, that's all they need to know. It's not like, oh, is it an investable? Is it like, um, it it has like a value. The only thing that matters to them is really if the boxes are flying off the shelves, that's all that matters. So I think it makes sense. That's why there's like different types of products. And the last one I would add is the commander set. Now commander products are like one of my favorite, because it has the volume of cards, um, cards to the most popular format you'll ever need. It doesn't matter if you're like a player or like a seller, because you'll get everything. You'll get everything. Even the basic lands. It's perfect for like beginners. It's perfect for, honestly, commander decks. I'll always like just buy a complete set and then just break it down and use it for future. If you want to build a deck, you have one of each card. Yeah. Let's see. Selling singles is your favorite thing to sell. Is there anything sealed you love to keep? The the sealed My favorite sealed product to keep is definitely the commander complete set. That's just my thing. When they started, that they're gonna go all in on commander, I think it was like 2019 or 20, I can't remember. That's when I went all in. I started collecting commander cards, just buying dual lands and buying like the staple cards. And this is back when like some of the cards are like still cheap, like Gaia's Cradle's like 150, 200. Like the dual lands, same thing. Underground Sea is like 200, 300. I mean, that's played, but still, it's not compared like right now. Yeah, Commander sealed product is by far my favorite sealed product to keep. Not a big fan on boosters, set boosters, or collectors unless I believe in the product. Now, the believing part is it's kind of like it depends on the person. It's really because like the VIP, right? I have like a couple cases of the VIP double masters. I opened the product, right? I opened the product. I sold the cards, so I know, in my opinion, you know, long term it will have a long term potential. Doesn't matter when. I don't know. I could sell it now. Like back then it was like what 80, 90 per VIP. Let's just say 100, and right now it's selling for like I don't know 140, 150. Like I can sell out right now and just like get the money, but you know it really depends on you. So if you believe in the product, just go for it. So for me, those VIPs, the Double Masters 2022 collectors. Again, I opened the product. I opened 32 boxes of the collector boxes. So I know the value. I see the value. I understand the product. There's um, high probability of it going up. I mean, everything that's like going up must come down, and everything that went down must go up. It's just the waiting game. So for me, those, and then I think I used to have Modern Horizon 2 set boosters. I have like a bunch of them before, but I opened all of them for singles because man, it's like a no-brainer, man. Like that set is just ridiculous. Like it's so much value. Open a lot, it'll average out. Like Ragavans, Murktide Regent. Not to mention all the fetch lands. It's like value. So I think if you wanna really try to invest in sealed, you gotta experience the product first, and then kind of have like the feel on like what am I getting on like the set. Like I never really experienced like some of the set because I kind of back back away on like opening mass products, because not necessarily like I don't like the set. It's more like I have like opportunities elsewhere. I could have opened like plenty of Brothers War, or I don't know, maybe this Dominaria remastered. I know it's coming in like what, in a couple days. So so back to the topic. I think it makes sense. So first thing is like the growth of the company. They need to catch up because there's a lot. I think there's like cryptic or like sorcery. There's flesh and blood. MetaZoo. Other TCGs are coming up with like some great ideas, and I think Wotc is just trying to catch up, and they can't do that if they only have the booster box. So they need to come up with like the collectors, the set. Now I don't know what they're thinking about the jumpstart boxes. I think that's the only thing that can go away or should go away. The bundle's always been there. It's just like a fat pack, but it makes sense for the growth of the company. Now, like I said, like the variants, um, they can't fit that all in one box, so they need to create all these other boxes, and each product caters to different customers, like like for boosters, for set boosters, and then for the collectors and commanders too. And like I said, everything makes sense why they're doing it. I know there's a lot of, I don't know, it's kind of like I always like if I hear something, like on a YouTube channel, or like, going against the grain of like, oh, they're printing too much, oh, something like that. I always ask myself, like, well, Watson is a $1 billion company. I don't have a $1 billion company. So, of course, they have like genius and like market people over there. They know the numbers, they see the numbers, they know what's going on. So it has to make sense why they're doing it. And like I said, if the product is selling, that's all that matters. Like that's all that matters. So it has to make sense. So it's just trying to like process. I wish everyone is like trying to do that as well, instead of just like, oh, it's too many. It doesn't make sense. I think we should all. I think, in my opinion, just like I said, you know, it's Wotc has been like 30 years, man. So it has to make sense why they're doing it. And if there's a problem and if they see that they need to pivot with what they're doing, we will sense it. We will definitely recognize what is like the changes right away. It could be the supply, because they're like printing way too much, if they see it on their books, or like the demand is not there, so cut they're gonna cut the whatever it is, like could be the collector, could be the set, we don't know. So it has to make sense. But yeah, so that is going to be it. I just wanna like touch base on this, because it's a great question to ask about, like, because like I said, all these booster fun, they're printing. Are they really printing way too much, different types of boxes, and does it make sense? So I think every box has their own uniqueness, and man, if it sells, man. That's all that matters. So, yep, that is going to be it. Let's see who is here. MF Doom, Superfast Turquoise. I have the War of the Spark booster box behind me right there. So if you want to enter and win that by the end of this month, just don't forget, watch any of my videos. Doesn't matter. Like the video. Obviously you gotta subscribe to the channel and put a comment. Hashtag War of the Spark. Put hashtag. Don't forget that hashtag War of the Spark. I've been like very busy. Very very busy this morning. I got like I think around like 50, 60 orders. I sold the City of Traders, man. Whew. Very, very expensive card. But yeah, so that's going to be it. If you guys need any singles, uh, could be modern, pioneer, like just any. I added plenty more of like some of the reserve list cards over there, like copy artifact. I think I added I can't remember. There's like so many cards I added. I think Sliver Queen. I had another Sliver Queen over there, so I added more of those. Um, Grim Monolith. Yeah, I added Grim Monolith. Uh, it's not reservist, but like Mana Crypt, the OG Mana Crypt. They're very expensive, like it's crazy. And then I added a bunch of Double Masters 2022. So yeah, that is going to be it. Like I said, don't forget hashtag War of the Spark. If you guys need any singles, check out my Tcgplayer Anger collections. And with that, have a great day. Peace.